Hello, my name is Jasmine McDonald. If you're new here, I post ballet and fitness related videos every single Tuesday, Thursday, and now Sunday. And if you're also new here, you may as well hit subscribe. Today's video, I wanted to show you guys my stretching routine that I do every single day as a dance teacher, every single day as a dancer to help maintain my flexibility as well as improve my flexibility. So without further ado, let's get started. I do, however, want to preface this by saying you should definitely be warm before doing this stretch. I like to do this stretch after I've done some jumping jacks, a little bit of a warm up to get my body and my muscles warm. Maybe after a dance class you want to do the stretch, but if you want to use it as kind of a stretch before class, I'd highly recommend checking out one of my warm-ups up here. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use our 2 yoga blocks today, and we're going to take a step forward with our right leg to start in a triangle, lengthening the back of our leg, lengthening our spine. Think of belly button towards our thigh. From here, if you can put the blocks down, keep your hips square. You're gonna release that heel down for a second, stretch both knees. You're gonna lift the back heel up to get closer to the front leg. And as you lower it down, you're gonna try to keep your belly button close to your thigh. If you can also take your hands to the floor. Let's do that again. Lift the back heel, but open up the shoulders, keep the back nice and lengthened, and lower the heel. Let's do that 2 more times, lifting the back heel, and lower. And last one, and lower down. If you can, put the blocks a little bit more down. Take your right hand on the inside block, on the left block, and lift your left hand up to the sky. We're gonna point that left toe towards the back of the mat, or I guess the side of the mat. And let's bend into the left knee, flex the right foot. Good, windmill your arms forward to square off your shoulders and your body. And we're gonna do the same thing, other side, left hand on the right block, twisting against the leg. It's a little bit of a balance here. Good, put that right hand back down, left hand on the block, right hand on the same block. Lift the back heel, take a big step back into a lunge, tucking the pelvis under. Put a block underneath your left knee. You can take the other block underneath your left hand. Staying in this lunge, you're gonna bend into your back knee. Really release those heels down. Good, let's tuck the back toes, lift the back knee off the block, keep the hips low. Good, release the knee, untuck the toes, bend the back knee. If you feel this in your back at all, take your back forward, your upper back forward, so you can flatten out that lower back. Let's tuck the toes again, lift the back knee. And release the back knee down. Beautiful. Bend the back knee this time. We're going to flip towards the side in a lateral lunge, keeping the right knee directly open to the side, left knee still on the block. Good, and we're gonna flip back towards our front lunge. And then we're gonna tuck our toes, flip our hips towards our center lunge. This is where we're gonna grab that block again. It's a little bit of choreography. Keeping both knees open. Try to make sure that your knee's not going past your toes in this. Keep the shoulders up. Good, and let's flip back towards your right leg lunge. This time, now that we have no block underneath our back knee, use both blocks to stack up to keep your shoulders on top of your hips and push your hips down. Good, let's stretch our front knee, keep your belly button on your thigh. Option to flex or point the foot, doesn't matter, but lengthen out the spine. Good, let's rock forward, keep the shoulders and the hips. And then sit back. Good, this time we're gonna point our toe towards the corner and put our elbows down on the blocks or on the floor. And now that my right knee's open, you should feel a nice stretch in your front glute, maybe even your back knee. As an option in this stretch, to deepen the stretch, you can open up your right arm towards the back, maybe even grab onto your left foot. Good, and release. Point your right toe forward, sit back. And then we're gonna heel toe that right foot towards the left side of the mat. Right knee in line with our right heel in a pigeon here. Try to keep both hips squared. And then we can walk forward. Good, let's come back up. Go ahead, tuck your foot underneath. Sit the hips back, tuck your toes under, lift the hips up into a downward facing dog. Release the heels down. Since we were stretching out the right leg forward first, you're gonna take your right foot in the middle, lift the left leg up, and then you're gonna open the hips a little bit to the side to draw a circle with the left toes. Let's do that again. Lift the left leg up, open to the side, and back in. Let's do that 2 more times. Lift the leg up, side, and in. Last time, lift it up and hold it. And try to keep the hips square here. And then you can release it down. Take a step forward with your right leg once again. Sit back, and then we're gonna slide into a right leg split here. Option to also take your left arm on your right leg, right arm back. And really try to square off your hips here. Good, and then when you're ready, just come out of it gently, taking both legs forward into a butterfly. Let your knees down by pushing them down with your elbows. Lengthen the spine and go forward. We're gonna do the exact same thing on the left side. So get ready. Go ahead and take your left foot forward, right foot back in a triangle. Once again, keeping your back nice and lengthened. Using the blocks, pivoting the right hip down. Keeping the belly button close to your thigh as we lift the back heel up and down. And lower. And again for 2. And lower. 3. And lower. Last one. We're gonna pivot those toes open as we take the left hand on the right block, right hand up. Option to keep it on the floor as well. We're gonna bend into that right knee to get deeper into the left inner thigh. Beautiful. Windmill your arms forward. We do the same thing, second side. Right hand on the left block. Lift the left hand. A bit of a twist and a balance. Good. Windmill your arms forward. And then we're gonna lift our back heel again. Take a big step back into a lunge. Place the right block underneath your right knee. You can pass the block towards the right hand and sink the hips low. Once again, we're gonna bend into the back knee without sitting the hips back though to bend the heel closer to the seat. Keep the hips tucked under so you can feel a stretch in your thigh. Let's tuck the toes under, lift the knee without lifting the hips. Good, release it down, bend the knee. Let's tuck the back toes, lift the knee without lifting the hips. Good, and last one, we're gonna bend into the knee and then flip towards our lateral lunge. Good, staying here. Good, let's flip back towards the front. Option to even reach around, grab the foot. Go ahead and let go, tuck the toes under, lift the knee, and this time we're gonna flip into a sideways lunge. Keeping the hips in the middle, I see a lot of dancers put their hips back, but try to keep the hips in the middle in this side lunge. Good, and we're gonna flip back towards our low lunge without the block underneath our right knee. You can stack the blocks higher to keep the shoulders on top of the hips. Square off the hips, push the hips front. Good, and let's sit back, keep the belly button close to the thigh. And again, bend your front knee, push your hips down and forward. And keep the belly button close to the thigh as you go back. Let's do that 2 more times. Bend into the front knee. And we sit back, keep the belly button close to the thigh. And then the last one, bend into the front knee. You're gonna heel toe your left foot closer. No, I lied. We're gonna point our left toe to the corner. I always forget this on the second side. Place the blocks on the inside. You can put the elbows down. Maybe rock side to side. If you want to deepen the stretch, once again, you can put the elbows on the floor. Reach the left hand back. Maybe even hook onto that right foot with the left hand, keeping the hips low. Good, and release. Point your toe forward. And now we can heel toe the left foot towards the right side of the mat. Left knee is open. Try to keep the right hip down, staying in your proud pigeon for a second. And then we can fold forward. Maybe stacking fists for your forehead. Good, and let's walk back up. You're gonna take both feet back, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up into a downward facing dog. Just pedal out your feet for a second. Once again, take your left foot in the middle now, release the heel down, lift the right leg up, open to the side, and in to draw a circle. And again, for 3, open to the side, make sure you have space. And last one, lift it up, open to the side, I don't have space. And last one, lift it up. And release it down. Take a step forward with your left leg. And you can sit back. And we're gonna slide forward into a left leg split. Once again, to twist, you can take your right hand on the front leg, left hand on the back leg. You can also fold forward. Good, and wherever you are, come out of it. And then just take some windshield wipers to keep loosening out the hips. Going side to side. Good, and last but not least, we're going to stand up a little bit again. Last but not least, we're going to use these blocks once again. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up into a forward fold here, lengthening the spine. Good, we're gonna put our blocks in front of our toes, open up the toes and the knees, bend the knees into a grand plie stretch. Then you're gonna gently put the knees on the blocks into a frog. Good, keeping the feet on the floor. Lift the knees off the floor. Take your grand plie stretch. And then point your toes forward. Keep your belly button close to your thighs in a triangle. And then we're gonna slide into a middle from there. And you can just rock forward and back in your middle split. Try to keep your hips on the floor as you rock forward and back. You can even pancake your belly here. then just gently come out of it. Awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, what you want to see next. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, happy dancing, and until next time, bye now.